Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are sitting at my desk. This is kind of a casual video, so we are not at my normal backdrop behind me, but I wanted to try out the Star Wars Mandalorian Child palette. I got this on Black Friday. They restocked it. I think they're gonna plan on keeping to restock this for a little while. It's been popular, but it looks like that. It's very neutral green color-esque story, so I wanted to give it a try. So we're just going to be playing with that. I've basically done my face how I would do it for work, where I've only pretty much got foundation on this top half. I just think it's going to make the eye look a little bit better to have some makeup on, but I didn't want to do a full face. So yeah, if you want to see the look that I come up with, my thoughts on this, then just keep on watching. Make sure you're subscribed. And yeah, we're just going to have you guys pretty close. I feel like I had to brush my shirt off. Some sort of skincare item is not reacting well to my moisturizer. And so when I start to put makeup on, it like pills up. So that's what you were seeing all over my shirt. I think it's my serums. I've been using the same stuff for a while, and then all of a sudden stuff's just not meshing well with one another. So that's been a whole thing. But yeah, we're just going to do the palette. I've already done like this part of my base. I really feel like this is a more curated version of the Blood Money palette from Jeffree Star. I really get Blood Money vibes when I look at this. And I kind of wanted this anyway, but my husband did buy me Blood Money for Christmas. The box showed up. We wrapped it. I haven't actually like physically opened it or looked at the palette. I want to wait, but I want to do a comparison video with the two, because I do think if you don't want to support Jeffree Star, or that's just too pricey for you, this is a better, like I said, more curated down color story. So we're going to do a separate video with this. I haven't used it yet. I literally like got it, opened it, haven't swatched it or anything. We're just going to go in and put it on the eyes. I primed with my Gerard, what is it? The Clean Canvas eye base from Gerard Cosmetics. I've been liking that. It's a little bit wetter than my MAC paint pot. I have a color switch, and I'm sure some of the brushes I'm using are going to be dirty, because most of my brushes are dirty. I don't know what kind of look I'm going to do. Some sort of cut crease, I think. We'll try. I'm sure whatever I'm doing is going to look like what everybody else has done, but we're going to go in with this tan shade first, just like a Tatooine. I have never seen Mandalorian. I am familiar with Star Wars. I've seen all but the last 2 movies. I am not a huge Star Wars fan. I wanted this palette when I first saw it because it's a green palette. My husband likes green. His favorite color is green, and so I've really been, in the years that I've been with him, been gravitating more towards green eyeshadow, just because he likes green. So when I saw this palette, I wanted it because it was a green palette. It didn't have anything to do with Star Wars for me. There's no glitters in here, which is nice. There is a sequence shade. What is this? Little Frog right here is a sequence. So it's a matte with glitter, but the other mattes are all like mattes, and then there's 4 shimmers. So then we're going to go in with Little Frog. We'll take the sequence shade. I don't mind the sequence shades. A lot of people do not like them, especially Colourpops, but I find like the glitter tends to dissipate when you start blending it out. Now you will have like glitter flecks fall down generally with those sequence shadows from Colourpop, but it doesn't bother me to have glitter on my face. And we're going to put some just in the outer corner just for cohesion. I'm not going to do both eyes on camera just because I feel like we'll be here for an eternity, and this palette's been out for a little while. So then we're going to go in with the next deepest shade. No, I think I'm going to go in with the brown, the Droid Protocol, and then we'll use the green to blend it out, because if I am going to do a cut crease, I do want a little bit of depth in the outer corner of the crease. And I'm just using the same brush. I'm just color switching in between. I am not somebody that tends to use a bunch of brushes when I'm doing an eye look. I just find that it's time consuming, because generally when I'm doing my makeup for work, you know, I'm under a time constraint. I can't sit here for hours and hours. So when I'm filming and I don't have anything to do, sometimes I'll switch up the brushes a little bit. So I just color switched it, and I'm going to just soften the edge, and I'm going to pull a little bit more into the crease. I think this will just help me blend this out. And my dogs are outside, so that is them barking, if you can hear them. My little dog, anybody that goes out in their yard nearby, any noise, anything she sees, she thinks she's a vicious attack dog, so excuse the barking. So then we're going to go in with this middle Float Your Crib shade, and I'm just to add some more green back into this, because now I feel like it looks brown, which I don't necessarily want it to look brown. I like that that's kind of a murky, muddy green color. I like grungy greens a lot. So, okay, I'm going to take a little bit more of that brown just in this outer part. This isn't like the darkest shade you're ever going to use. So for me personally, I would maybe be inclined to bring a black in from another palette at some point, but that's not a big deal. And then I'm going to go back in with Little Frog, which was that sequence shade, just because I like the tone. My eyes are small, so I don't have a ton of surface area to play with, because you can see we're getting pretty high into my brow bone, but that happens. Okay, and then I'm going to just take a little bit of Babyface, which is the minty shade, just towards the top here, just a little bit. Okay, and then I will go in with a different brush for this, and I'm going to use Precious Cargo, which is the white. And I'm going to put that under my brow bone, and then we'll blend a little more of the mint shade into it, just so there's not like a glitter line happening up here. Okay, so yeah, nothing revolutionary happening there. I am going to cut my crease. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, the regular one. I don't like this for under my eyes. It's too drying, but I do like it for eye look, so that's how I utilize it. I put this on my lid. Let's see, it's not really transferring. I'm going to go above my crease. This is kind of a big brush to do this. Probably should go in with a smaller one. I'm just going to put this on my eyelid. Generally, when I do a cut crease, I just stop where my bend is right there, but I think I'm going to go a little bit above. And you see I'm starting to make a mess because the brush is too big. Okay, we're going to go, and this is just a lip brush. I will clean up that outer spot, but I'm just going to try and go above my crease today. I don't do this often. Again, my eyes are small. I don't have a lot of surface. So you can see I'm just opening and taking it up. I'm going to finish and then clean up this, and we'll be right back. So you can see I didn't go, if my eyes open, super high above my crease, just high enough that when my eye is open, like you'll see it above. And I'm just going to take some NYX glitter glue also. I prefer to use this with shimmers. I just think it helps make them look like as impactful as they can. Now with the wet base, you don't necessarily need to put the glitter primer. I just like to, so don't feel like you need to do this step. And then we're going to go in, I'm going to go right hand Mondo, so the mint metallic up here. That same little brush that I used with the glitter primer. I'm just gonna put this on the lid. I like this little palette. I've watched a couple reviews. I think for the most part people have enjoyed it. I did see one lady, her name is Elena. She's Russian. I think she lives on the East Coast somewhere, but she had never bought anything from Colourpop before, so this was her first palette. She wasn't super impressed, but it doesn't seem like she cares much for Colourpop's formula. I didn't for a long time either, so I understand. She bought it because her husband likes Star Wars and she'd been wanting to try it, but that was one of the like only negative ones I saw, and it's just, I don't think she really cares for Colourpop's formula, which, like I said, I didn't like them for a long time. If you go back and watch, excuse me, my videos from like 2 years ago, I'm harping on Colourpop a lot. So we're going to go in with this next shimmer Sipping Soup. I am having some fallout from that first shade. I can see it on my nose. I'm going to put this towards the back. I don't know that there's a huge difference in this shade and that other shade, but I like to do a couple of different shades on the lid. I think it just gives it a little bit more depth. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in with the gold, which is the Force, and we're just going to put a little bit of that right here. If it'll show up, I might have to go in with my finger just on the edge here. That's just going to help with the blend because you can see that already started making that outer part look more blended, which is all I wanted it for. And that's partially why that I do that, because it, like I said, that did most of the work for me that I needed. Just taking a little bit more of that green, flipping the brush over to the lighter side. Okay, and then on this same skinny brush, I'm just going to go into the brown, and I'm just going to go along and draw a line to define, because I got a little messy up in here. And I'm just dragging it out a little bit. That is just going to help me give a little more definition where the gold is. And then I'm just brushing off the brush. And then I'll take a little bit of Little Frog, which is the sequence. That same flat little brush. And then this is just, I'm just adding some more definition where that shimmer is so that you can see it better and it looks a little more cut creasy. I'm going to take a little bit more gold on my finger, just tap right here. It's really pretty. I like that gold shade a lot. Just blend away some of the glitter because my little chubby fingers went too high. And just pat. Okay. And then for inner corner, we'll do Precious Cargo, which is the white. And I don't know what we're going to do on the lower lash line. I'm probably the same shade. So I'm just going to take this as a Jess Up smudger brush, color switch it, make sure it's clean-ish. And we will go in, I'm going to take a little bit of Droid Protocol, which is the brown, just in this outer part here. And then we'll go in with Float Your Crib, which is the darker green, and then I'm going to take it kind of underneath where that brown is. And then I will sweep off the fallout. A little bit of Little Frog, which is the sequence shade. To help smudge. And then I think I'm going to take a little bit of the gold on the smudger brush just towards the front here. I like a little bit of a shimmery lower lash line. And then we'll take a little bit more Little Frog underneath. I didn't take the gold all the way over, but just to add a little bit of something. Like I said, I like a shimmery lower lash line. So let's see how this yeah, it pretty much just dusts away. But if you're worried about it, I would say do your eyes completely first. So there is that. I'm going to add liner and lashes, and then I'll come back. So I tried to match the other eye as best as I could, which that's always fun. If you've ever seen me try and do both eyes on camera, they never quite look the same, but I think I got pretty close. I have a little bit of Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in Midnight Cowboy along the edge of the cut crease just to give it some definition and extra glitter. And then I forgot that I own black or brown eyeliner, so I used black, and then I just put some of the gold on the eyeliner too. I think it would look a little better with the brown, but I forgot. In the waterline, I have the Lottie London AM to PM. It's like a champagne-y gold. It's just supposed to brighten. And then on top, I have Golden Nugget from Crown, just to give it more of a gold, yellow gold look. And yeah, that's all I did. So this is the finished look. I think it's a really cute palette. Oh, and then my lashes are the Allure 3/4. If you are somebody that struggles with putting lashes on, I highly recommend these. You can get them on Amazon. They're like $4.99. They're reusable. They don't come over all the way, because where I struggle is getting the inner corner to lay down. So these come to about here. Super quick to put on. Like, they're not super dramatic, but I think it gives it a little something because my lashes are horrible. But the star of the show is this little nugget of a palette. I like this palette, and again, I think if you're somebody that saw the Blood Money palette, this is a good little curated down version, I think. And then, you know, if you don't want to spend the $52, I like it. So definitely make sure you're subscribed so you can see the comparison, and then I will do a video with Blood Money all by itself. But yeah, I like this palette. Like I said, I would have bought it regardless of what was on the outer packaging. I am not someone that bought it for Star Wars. I do think the Mandalorian child, the little baby Yoda, is cute, but I was more drawn to the color story. I like greens. These are a little bit murky. I like a grungy green eye. I think you could just do the browns and the gold and keep it completely neutral. You could stick to just the greens. So there is a little bit of versatility, but being a 9-pan, you know, you're not going to get a ton of different looks out of it. But it's a cute little palette. It's small. The packaging's cute. I like it. I don't mind Colourpop's formula. Now, I mean, years ago, if you go back and watch, I roasted Colourpop all the time, but I do enjoy their palettes now. So I do think it's it's $18. They have been restocking it frequently. So if you are interested, I think it is worth picking up. I think it's a good little palette for the price point, and now mine's already dirty. So anyway, that's all I have for you. Let me know what you guys thought of the finished look. And then, yeah, stay tuned for the Blood Money and the comparison videos, because those will be coming. So I will probably recreate this look in both videos just so we have some sort of, you know, base for comparison, because obviously if I can create this look with this palette, I should be able to do it with the other one, being that there's going to be more shades. So there will be some version of this look in the other videos, but if you want to see those, stick around. Those will be coming after Christmas. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope everyone is doing well. Make sure you're subscribed before you leave. And yeah, everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everybody.